All right, let's face it. If 2020 wasn't a financial disaster for you, it certainly was a major adjustment.
Yeah, and with so many unusual expenses, stimulus or new job requirements, what do you need to know before the year ends for tax purposes?
Because a lot of people are going to be getting those receipts together. We have the man with the answers who's been advising us throughout this pandemic. Jeff Gilbert with Ameriprise Financial Services. Jeff, always good to see you. Happy New Year, all that good stuff. But let's jump right in and start talking about these $600 checks. What's different about this stimulus package this time around? Same income, and who's going to be getting it?
Okay, a little bit different. Right now, it's $600. It is an income level, so if an individual person makes $75,000 or more, it does get reduced. So anybody under $75,000 will get the $600. For a married couple, it is $1,200, and then their income level is at $150,000. One thing that is a little bit different is if your children are under 17 or younger, you will get another $600 per child too, which will help probably a lot of families.
But let me jump in and ask you, what about those people who have college kids that have been home now because of the pandemic? They don't qualify? You got to be 17 or under?
You have to be 17 or under. If your college kid's home, over 17 years old, you won't get anything for your college kid. If your college kid was working in 2019, they do probably have opportunity to get the $600 themselves.
All right, a lot of people had to do adjustments, as we talked about, sometimes side hustles, extra jobs, 1099s. If you get 1099s, is that helping this year?
1099 should help. You got to also remember, if you did get a 1099, you do have to make sure you save some money behind to go ahead and pay your taxes on your 1099. So don't forget that, because usually if you're a W-2 employee, they are taking taxes out.
And we said this earlier. Let's talk about this. Office supplies. If you're working remotely, if you're at home, your kids are at home, you had to go out and buy some office supplies, had to go out and buy a desk, maybe even a computer. Can you write those off on your taxes, Jeff?
No, if you're a W-2 employee, you will not be able to write those off on your taxes. If you're 1099, a self-employed person, if you're spending that for your business, then you'll be able to go ahead and deduct that off your taxes.
Okay, there's really not then, Jeff, anything that we've seen in the major changes that's going to be tremendously helpful for people who are really struggling financially, unless there's something out there that you can tell us that we haven't heard.
I agree with you 100% with that. It's going to be tough. It's going to be real tough.
And
One thing that isn't...
I'm sorry, Jeff. I think one of the things that's going to really hit people in the pocket is finding out that while they're getting the unemployment benefits, they got to pay taxes on that money.
Yes, and tell them not to forget. Supposedly, the extra $300 that they're giving people should be forgiven for the unemployment, but they better make sure that they better have some money set aside to go ahead and help pay taxes.
All right. Jeff Gilbert with Ameriprise. Always appreciate your advice.